EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Go right in. 26.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and these spaces like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Being chased out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. He's going to get this busted complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, they give it to Elliott. He will push his way down to about the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
No, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in the cloud of dust?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb there to make the grab. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow the defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. First down, Mariota. They go with a shovel pass, and it's complete. So we got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you're taking a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mariota, he finds Corey Davis. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll throw again. Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. On 3rd down, Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Mariota to throw for it on 4th. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the 1st down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Tries to get a at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. Prescott finding Witten. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. The offense on third down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third and a few inches. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
No, it's nothing.
So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Adam Humphries deep for the Titans. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make...
Accelerating, and off he goes. 20. Touchdown, Titans. Tajay Sharp, an 80-yard touchdown as they are now on the board here in the first half. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half of the time.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Elliott. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
2 times, 2 times.
Switch it, hey. 47.
55's my guy, 55.
26.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Let's go,
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 29-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Nice, sweetheart. One. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. You don't want this. Echo.
Now Mariota. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Don't get nervous.
Mariota from the gun on 3rd down. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Robert Quinn coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on his butt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points?
And break this tie. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go to Elliott again. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Austin. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. We'll see if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Again, it's Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the 2nd level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? He's had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Well, Charles, as we peek back to week 1, what would you say were the positives for some teams or individuals that you took away?
Well, it started on opening night, Green Bay, and their defense. Not necessarily Aaron Rodgers and what they did going into Chicago and winning. Kansas Kansas City, they picked right up where they left off.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 66 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So quickly all the way up to the 40-yard line. They'll run with Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the fourth quarter.
54. Mike, 54. Right here, right here.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. From the gun, Mariota. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Get that quarterback, D-Lo. Get that quarterback. Kill.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Prescott, he's going to look end zone here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mariota to throw it. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Robert Quinn able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly. That leads to a play action sack.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. but you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Now the Titans will use their... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Marr now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This one. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We're going to work. First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
54 Mike. I'm coming.
Hey, hot!
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida.
You ain't doing nothing today.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
You don't want no
Well,
problem.
that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. It hit the sideline. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. The 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. 49ers. George Kittle, 92 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd.
Let's go, boys. Bring it out.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
You.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
He wasn't ready.
On second down, it's Elliott. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
That's it, baby.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
First down, Cowboys.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott, throw left side complete. It's Austin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback. that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
That one 28 yards on the ground. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Here we go.
56 is the mic.
We're going to 53. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Deep forward. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Skill. 26.
Throwing. Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there, because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things, because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Come on, baby.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. This is caught. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 54 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try and power it in with Houston. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Hey, alert!
On 2nd and goal. Garoppolo, and across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass in his 1st half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Under. I got it.
Elliott running right. And an alley to run. And all the way down to the 26.
Let's go, baby.
And finally they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 26. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Here we go.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. They do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
but, writing down your ad.
If you print, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaughan. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Out. Tight dog. Kill.
26.
They'll try again with Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
I'm going to hit you.
A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. Now last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll run it with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Punching it in from a yard away as his guys are back within a single score. Until that late score here in the 2nd quarter, they only have the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the 1st half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as the head coach? I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Silver? And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Garoppolo now. Throw right Onside taken in by Pettis. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. As they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. With backwards, it's third and very long. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the 49ers punter now. As his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not a particularly good return here as he'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
8 yards on the pickup.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Again, it's Elliott. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
The full start backs him up 5, first and 15.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 78 yards, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. He's been having a great game, and that one right there, his best run so far, and it ends with 6 points.
And not only that, in his mind, what is he thinking? Can I get to 200 yards as well? Because he knows he's closing in on it. He may not know the exact number, but the best runners have a feel of what the yardage is that they're compiling, and he knows that he's getting close to that 200-yard mark down.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
We play to win. Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
On first down, it's Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Richard Sherman on the tackle. The tackle made back at the 39-yard line.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on third.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Switch, switch, switch.
Hey, kill. 26.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set.
Gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've done before and realize it hasn't
Go
worked
to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pick it up, guys.
We're going to 54. 26.
Here's Prescott. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. They feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The tackle there by Richard Sherman. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to lead things out at this point. Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
First down, Dallas.
Everybody, 480.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
26. 26.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, and the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
They need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to lock one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd down.
I smell
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here we go.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do, D.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Prescott off play action. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st down, it's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. You have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Oh, here we go. Oh.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind.
And he will go down. A Cowboys takes here on second down following the sack. It's second and he's taken down. Back at his own 7. DeMarcus Lawrence, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half, the adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And we'll get ready for the trek back to the city as we say so long from Santa Clara.
What a great city it is. We're going to have a blast tonight.
NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
180!
54 Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
Mahomes now on first down. And incomplete to open things up. Not that time for Watkins. And now it's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
I got you, son.
Hey, Sunday.
Now here's Mahomes. He's got his running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. I got you, son. I got you.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Mahomes firing complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
You got it. You got him.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. If they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger...
Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That one good for 33 and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that'll help set him apart.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And they're able to strike first here on their opening drive. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
It's going to be a long day.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a give, right side. Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. What I like the most, how decisive he is. Puts his foot on the ground and going.
A nice burst there as he'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
56 Mike. 56.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Going right side. He has Winton. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
65. 65.
Switch. Hey. Hey, kill.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Chiefs 7. Brett Maher is set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-point drive last time. To see if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on this, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Hey, here we go.
56, right there, 56.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Kelsey, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Partner, I want to revisit week 1. I got your positive takeaways from the first week of the NFL season. How about the bad stuff?
Well, let's pump the brakes a little bit on the Super Bowl celebration in Cleveland.
Yeah.
They have to win some games first, and maybe now that's the best thing that could have happened to them. Maybe they can settle in because that's a good roster. Miami, we suspected it was going to be rough. I don't know that we suspected that bad on opening day. Jacksonville, the defense is supposed to carry this team. They got torched by Kansas.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jeff Heath. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us...
And he's into the clear. The 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point up and through. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3.
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give it maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Hey, here we go. Go ahead,
Check 53. Hey, watch the leg.
1st down, Prescott. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Prescott now lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Extra point by Marr, up and good. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Now just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the safety crease.
On 2nd down, Elliott. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
I'm coming.
Here's Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th. Running with Elliott. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Ezekiel Elliott not able to get it past the marker. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was barely...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 67 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Check 53, Mike.
26.
On third down, it's Elliott. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes open. Huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
3 yards on the pickup there, but they've only got it back to 3rd and 10. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Under.
On third down, it's Elliott, and he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Hey, kill. 26.
4th down, Prescott. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
First down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
26.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
56.
They go to Elliott again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And with Elliott. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left, and then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The kick by Maher is good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is fielded a couple yards deep, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw for the all-pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A good pickup there at 22. On first down, Mahomes. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now nowhere to escape, and he goes down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Here we go. 53, Mike. Ready? 26.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.